So it was the beat called "Game Over" that Mictlan raps on, and that was from the first official Crew album that was all of Doomtree together. And that that record was more of like a sampling or whatever. I guess the only story I have about it is just that it was like down to the wire. Like this was like the last song that got added to that record. Rap won't save you. I had a full-time job at the time, and I was, working 9 to 5 at a desk in like a super corporate gig, and I didn't have as much time as I'd like to work on music. It's always the case, but. Can you hear that? Rap won't save you. I remember like talking to Mike, and he was saying that he really wanted this certain kind of song that had like a little bit of a Latin vibe to it. I really wanted to like make a beat that was like one of the singles on the record, because like I didn't have a lot of stuff on it. So I remember calling in sick to work for like 3 days straight. I remember like waking up in the morning and being like, it's not done, and so I would be like, I'd like email my boss like, I'm still sick, and then I would just work for like 20 hours that day, like trying tons of different things, and then finally it came through, and it was a hit, I guess. It's all the smoke, it's all that lick, it's all the pain. It's all been done, it's all been fixed, it's all the same. It's all the smoke, it's all that lick, it's all the pain. It's all been done, it's all been fixed, it's all the same. Even once I gave it to him and he started like like writing verses and choruses, the structure changed a little bit still, where he's like, I want this part a little bit longer. That's usually the case, is like when I make a beat that that's for a rap song, and I give it to whoever wants to rap on it, it's usually kind of like, in a lot of ways it's sort of a rough draft, because I'll do, like a very standard is sort of like 16 bar verse, 8 bar chorus, or whatever, whatever the structure is that sounds right, and I'll just kind of like grid it out very mathematically, maybe like a 4 bar bridge or something, and then once they kind of start writing to it, then we kind of get back together and say like, okay, like this verse I want to do like a little bit longer verse here, and then we'll do a chorus, and then a little bit shorter verse, and then a longer chorus or something. So it's like it's a little bit more piecemeal that way. So it's rarely that I'll pick a structure and then they just write to it and that's it. So, but yeah, that's probably. I can't think of any other like.
It's all good.
Incredible stories about like, it's usually just me sitting in my room by myself, and nothing too exciting going on.
Thank you.
It's nothing cool to watch. I'm just sitting there looking at my computer or like doing this. But yeah. I'm Paper Tiger from Doomtree. This was Behind the Boards on We've Got the Jazz.